Did you guys ever watch a lot of live IRL streaming is so popular now that I think it fucking it doesn't matter who you watch, it's just stupid. It's just somebody doing it. But when it first got big, did you guys watch anybody specifically?
Regular streaming?
Yeah, IRL streaming. Yeah,
Never won.
Soda Poppin was really good at it. I liked watching Soda Poppin, and also rest in peace Wreckful, because Soda would, I don't know, he just if you guys ever watch Soda, he's fucking. We've watched the Christmas stuff with him.
We used to watch Soda all the time.
In his IRL, one of his first, I don't know, not his first one, but some of his first few I was watching, and he like went to Hooters and just hung out there.
I remember.
Remember I was showing you.
Watching that.
I was like, it was so crazy.
He
it was
like,
so
set
weird.
up the camera.
Yeah, and then like he, I think he had a friend with him, and then he just kind of like like fans were kind of like just starting to come by and shit. But it was weird because it was Hooters, so it's I don't know, it's a weird place. But him and Wreckful, died a while ago. But him and Wreckful would go to like Japan and do IRL streams in Japan, and that was a lot of fun to watch. That was, I mean, just Japan in itself is cool. I just forgot today. I just realized. Do you know those baboons that are always in spas and shit? Like, well, spas. They're always in hot springs.
Yeah.
That's in Japan. A lot of people think it's in like European states, and I'm like, no, it's Japan actually. Is the Himalayan mountains in Japan? Like,
No, it's not Japan.
Like Asia.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in Asia.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's where those like where it's constantly cold, but they have hot springs. That's where it's like in the Asian mountain areas.
Yeah, those are. There's a spot in Japan though that has it because that's where those monkeys are. I was googling it the other day because I was like, man, I forgot about these. I don't know if they're in the monkey family or the baboons. I don't know if they're in the ape or monkey family, but those are, I'd probably say at this point, my second favorite monkey/ape of all time. That's their whole objective in life is just chill in those fucking springs.
To be
man.
warm, yeah. What
Yeah.
do you mean? It's fucking snowing.
I know, I love it though, but you see them, they're just like,
Yeah, because they're like, oh, I'm gonna freeze my ass off all fucking
so
day.
calm. I mean, that's what they do for like 8 hours a day, and I'm like, man, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Fun fact: if you get a DUI, you can't go to Japan.
Yeah, I think we talked about that. Did we not talk about that in the last episode?
No.
We just talked about that. Okay. Yeah. Allegedly.
Sober.
What's going on, everybody? It's another episode of the SuperSour podcast. Boys are all here again. Reese on camera. My brother Ian next to me again.
To the right of him. To the left of you.
That's right. That's
To
right.
the left of him.
And if you're watching today, it means that the world's still intact, and everything hasn't gone to shit quite yet. But if you are watching in the future, congratulations to you for being able to watch this somehow. And not even if it's not a somehow type thing, congratulations to all of us for being still able to watch some crazy shit like
If you're
this.
watching this in the future, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know
We
how it's
probably
going.
still
in the
need
year
the revenue, and
2040.
we probably still need the comment for sure. Out of all that, like, comment, subscribe. What do they always say? Click that bell. Click that bell.
You never miss an episode.
Right. So, hot off the tails of our last episode, I feel the need so much. If you watched last episode, you got to see there was a lot of different little edits and stuff. It feels so much the need to in my head pops up. And I'm like, I want to do this thing because I know Reese can put something in my hand right here and.
I'm gonna put some
Stuff.
I'm a shepherd of shithead.
We want stuff. Right here. Yeah, we're looking at you.
Give me stuff.
Stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that you're gonna have to give right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. You like that editing crew?
Shit.
You like that?
Editing you?
Oh man, God, I can't tell you guys how excited we are to record another episode for you. We're back again. It means that we haven't killed each other. We're not mad at each other. We're doing the damn thing. And I hope you guys are doing the damn thing too, and I hope you guys are following along. and doing what the fuck we tell you to do. What? Is that too much?
Well, I was going to ask, what did we tell them to do?
Like, comment, subscribe, click the bell.
You heard it aggressively. Like, comment, and subscribe.
So got a lot going on today for the show.
We got some stuff going on today.
That's right. Ian, how was your day, bud? I don't get to talk to you too much throughout the day. How was your day? How were you feeling today? Today's March 4th, 2022. How do you feel on 3/4/2022 today? How do you feel?
Better than some, worse than others.
Oh,
Go-to answer.
piece of shit. I was gonna bring up work talk for a second, but I was like, "What are we doing here?"
Yeah, we're gonna bring up our work.
No, I was just gonna say I stole one of your phrases, which is the questions, comments, concerns about today.
Oh,
It's so universal. If you work in some type of service thing and somebody's just hovering around you, just say that, and it really makes their brain fucking.
well, if you provide a service.
When I do that, by the way, in
Not
the editing,
customer
put some equations around my head.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's only like labor service that you could really say.
I think there's a multitude of services that you could do that in.
Well, I mean, so I'm a server.
Yeah.
Hi, how's it going? You got any comments, questions, concerns?
No, I think everything was great. Thank you.
Yeah. See, that's not.
What do you mean? That's
Not how they would. It'd be like, are you guys ready to order?
No, but that would be at
How are
the
you
end.
guys
You wouldn't do
doing?
that at the beginning. You would do that at the end.
That's what I do at the beginning.
Well, yeah, it's different for us. It's tiny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not customer service people, like,
Okay.
retail jobs, restaurants, shit like that.
Okay. Well, let's run it through it again. I'm a retail worker at any retail store. Go ahead. Ask me a question.
No,
dude. Go ahead.
I'm a retail worker.
Okay,
I'm
you want me to-
asking you the question?
What do you
And
mean?
do you have any comments, questions,
No,
concerns?
but you're not, because you're not doing the whole thing. Watch. I'll be the person. You be a customer. Ask me about anything. Go ahead. Ask me about anything. And action.
How long do you think this toaster is gonna last?
Honestly, it could probably last you a couple years, but it comes with like a 6-month warranty. So if it dies in that time, you should be fine.
How do you know it comes with a warranty?
It says it on the box. So any questions, comments, concerns about today? Or are we good?
Yeah,
But they
no one is, because you worked at Target. You would have never said that to somebody.
Go ahead. Pick another profession. Go ahead. Pick another profession.
At a restaurant.
Oh, we already did that. Pick another profession.
We didn't do that.
Yeah, we just did.
Yeah, where I was the server. You
You want me to be the server?
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm telling you, it's at the end. I'm not going to walk up to you and say that. Fair enough.
I hate Waffle House. Shouts out Waffle House.
Shouts out Waffle
Shouts out Waffle House. Hey, babe, let me tell you something. It's a shame on you for using such a goddamn good bit. If you're listening, and we know that you are. I mean, like, I want to...
You are.
And because we know that you are listening to Stefano. You piece of shit, you pig. That's what he is.
Don't you dare talk about Chrissy like that.
If you don't know that, he's a
Chrissy Cupcake?
pig. Yeah, Chrissy Cupcakes. Chrissy Mantids over there. Chrissy
Crypto.
Chrissy C Cups. Chrissy. I'm sorry if you guys watch and you don't watch a lot of podcasts or comedians. If you don't watch, check out Chris and Stefano and the Hey Babe podcast.
Yeah,
but
we'll
only
talk
after you watch our episode.
Yeah,
Only after you watch
the
our
whole
episode.
thing. Hopefully, maybe.
We do good stuff here. We like to have fun here.
We like to have fun.
We like to have fun here. If only I can remember where I was training off from that, but damn, I wish I could because I really want to as well.
Oh,
No, I do. I do remember. I want to bring this up, and maybe the people, listeners, you fellow sour boys out there.
All 8 of you.
That's right.
Is that what we're going to call them?
I don't know, workshop and stuff. Some of you sour candies out there. Some of you warheads. Some of you
Sour Sallies.
Oh, some of you sour salad. Some of you Sour Patch Kids out there. I don't know. That's too on par with the name. Yeah, we'll workshop it at home if you're listening. We know that you are.
We know what you are.
Yeah, I don't see them having a patent on that. So
Sour Patch Kids?
no, the
We know that you are. We're gonna get sued.
by one of them. By one of them.
I don't think it's not gonna be like Sal or Chris, it's gonna be
Sour Patch Kids.
it's gonna be Sour Patch Kids. They said her name.
Ian, the other day, we started talking about fashion for like all of like 7 to 10 seconds, and I told him, you can correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm trying to be the bad guy here, because I'll accept, because I don't remember properly, so I'm pretty sure I was just the bad guy.
Go on.
It was in the morning at work, and I said to him that he don't know fashion, and then he said to me, "You don't know fashion. I see you wearing some real silly shit." And I said, "That means I know fashion, bud." Pete Davidson wears some real fucking silly shit. He wore a skirt, and people were like, "That's fashion." And Ian wears tank tops and fucking and basketball shorts, which I'm not bragging on. I'm just saying
it's not fashion. It's just what people. I don't give a fuck about fashion. But
right. So my whole question would be
the whole reason why we started talking about that is because you wore one of these compression shirts,
correct,
with a flannel over it,
correct,
unbuttoned.
Correct.
Thank you, Stan. But go on. Well,
I mean, no. My point was, I was going to say is that we should really leave it up to the crowd. I love, if you're watching, I'd love for you to answer. Do you think that Ian knows fashion more than me, or I know more than him about fashion? Because to him, he thinks that if he finds it silly, then it's not fashionable. But I'm telling you, bro, that the way the world is today, if it's silly, I'm not saying it only has to be silly, but you look at shit that goes, that's silly.
Go put on a flannel,
okay,
and don't roll up the sleeves.
Go ahead. Oh man. And you said don't roll up the sleeves, right?
Yeah, because you didn't roll up the sleeves.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think anybody would see that. It's at this point, it's basically a T-shirt. If I stand up, it's going to be the same thing. If I stand, it's not like they see it.
It just looks goofy.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It looks goofy to you, but what I'm trying to tell you is that that's fashion, my friend. That's what fashion is.
I don't know fashion. I don't give a fuck.
That's thank you. You don't know fashion. Thank you.
I said that from the beginning.
That's not what you said from the beginning. You said that I don't know fashion.
I never said, you don't know fashion. But neither do I. But I can still
why
make
did
that
you
statement.
say that?
I can still make that statement.
But I know fashion more than you.
Probably, if you pay attention to that stupid shit. No, you don't. There we go. Yeah, how about that?
Well, it was only one-sided for a second, so... Piece of shit. You fucking piece of shit.
Tug it out.
Be like...
Oh, definitely don't keep this part where my fucking fingers up my fucking neck.
We're keeping it. If this isn't posted...
Alright, so we're going to get back into it right now. Thanks for those ads from the sponsors.
For all these sponsors we got, making them dollars, but we still have to go to regular
insert sponsors here. That's where she'll do something right there to make me fucking... She knows I'm being sarcastic, so...
We have almost a sponsor.
Oh, we're working on one right now. You know who you are. If you're watching, and we know that you're not.
We know that you're not.
We've been working a lot about different things that we could talk about, we could do. So we got a lot of different segments working on. We're going to put one on back burner for this week and next week. What we like to say is that what you could look forward to is every single week something's going to be different. I mean, we're literally starting from bare bones zero. So every single week there's going to be a different look to the set or something that we're doing or a new segment that we're trying, whatever it may be.
Maybe not the set, but every week is going to be some sort of stupidity that we've put together.
Or we tried to, at least, yeah.
That we've roughly gathered together, and then we decided to get in front of a camera.
So we're going to introduce at least 2 segments today. It's going to be a lot of fun, but we're going to get into some things. What do you guys want to start with? Can you write stuff?
Yes.
Can you write?
Maybe. It's debatable.
In the air, write a J. That was an I, you piece of shit.
That was a capital J.
Man, sometimes we do something that's so funny. I don't want to break away from it. I just want to keep fucking questioning him about his writing.
What is that? What is that?
Well, these are jokes. These aren't for you.
That's fine, but what is
That's an
that?
S. It's an S.
Now we know why I can't read his handwriting.
Well, to be fair, sometimes I'm writing all like at an angle and I'm writing all fast in my truck. Quiet on set. All right. No, let's start. Let's start with the video. Let's start with the video first. So I want to. Ian's gonna queue up this video here. Reese is gonna be able to show you guys what we're watching in time.
Allegedly.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna figure it out.
So this woman's from 90210, the reboot, which hey Hollywood, stop rebooting random literally anything.
Stop making.
They're like, hey,
everything
West Side
worse.
Story, let's reboot it. Like, hey, also let's just not. So this woman from 90210, if you don't know, then I don't know. If you're watching our podcast and you don't know, I don't know who you are. But there's a lot of shit going on with Russia, unfortunately. I wish there wasn't, but there is. And, in my opinion...
World War III, baby!
That's when she's going to put a WW3 above here. Just put a WWE above his head. There we go. There's a whole bunch of discussion to be had about all that, but at the end of the day, my whole thing is hey, Hollywood, mind your business, okay? Stop. If we're to be bombed, just want to let you know, it's your fault. It's your fault. Mind your business. Mind your business. Because, God forbid, what you do does get through some ears, and it pisses off the wrong person, and then it's going to be your fault.
Well, it's like dinner talk. You don't bring up politics or religion.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because people are going to argue.
Fair enough.
It's entertainment. You're there to entertain people. I get it. You have your opinions, but...
Yeah. That being said, we're gonna watch this video. So this woman from 90210, she wrote a poem to Vladimir Putin, if you haven't seen yet, and it's called "Dear Putin, If I Was Your Mother." Right? Yeah, and it's very cringe. Here we go.
Dear President Vladimir Putin, I'm so sorry that I was not your mother. If I was your mother, you would have been so loved, held in the arms of joyous light. Never would the stories plight the world unfurled before our eyes, a pure demise of nations sitting peaceful under a night sky. If I was your
It's more
mother,
like a poem.
the world would have been warm. So much laughter and joy,
I thought it
and
was a
nothing
letter.
would harm. I can't imagine the stain, the soul-stealing pain that the little boy you must have seen and believed, and the formulation of thought quickly taught that you lived in a cruel, unjust world. Is this why
Russia.
you now decide no one will get the best of you? Is this why you do not hide nor away shy from taking back the world? Was it because so early in life, all that strife racked your little body with fear? If I was your mother, if the world was cold, I'd have died to make you warm. I'd have died to protect you from the unjust, the violence, the terror, the uncertainty. I would have died to give you life. Oh, dear Mr. President Putin, if only I'd been your mother.
Dear Mr. President.
Perhaps the torture of unwritten youth would not within your heart imbue a ascription to such fealty against that world that you thought was so cruel. Perhaps you would hold dear human life, and on this night, instead of Mother Russia, you would call me.
What do you
And I would set your mind quite free with the love that only a mother can give, and only a mother can take away. When
So
holds,
weird.
she doesn't harm at bay and leaves her boy for the promise of a man. Whatever your story, Mr. President Putin, I can't imagine how it feels in your heart, but I know if I was your mother, I would be a start towards the awareness of what a powerful being of light you could be if your mind was only free from the violence you've seen when you were just 2 or 3. I cannot believe I was born too late in a different place when I would have loved you so. watched you play wherever you go.
It's great to see you here.
Oh yeah, that was the funny part. She cut herself off. That's actually where the video ends. She cut herself off by accident, and then she made a Patreon video where you can pay to see the rest of it. And yeah, it's with the rest of it's ridiculous too. So that's where the video cuts off right there.
I think she's fucking ridiculous for thinking that Putin would have done anything different, even with a mother being around.
So do you get why? So do you know the story about him and like why? That's essentially why she's making that.
No.
So two things about it. One, her in the last minute of it, the actual message comes out, which is like just say that. She was just trying to implore him that if you keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna keep making more motherless children, and motherless and fatherless children if you keep doing what you're doing, and that's a fair message to say to somebody. Hey man, don't do that. You're gonna keep you didn't like it like when your parents were gone. Like don't do that to other kids. Like especially if you want to make them part of Russia. Like don't do that. So that's her end message. It's like, hey lady, that's not the message you gave the whole time. The entire time it was very condescending towards him, actually. Like, to say that if you were his mother, he'd be a much better person. Like, why would you say that to literally almost anybody? I mean, even if that person's a murderer, even if it's true, you'd be like, yo.
And it's also debatable.
Right, exactly. That's the main. So, I was going to say, this woman actually, though, like, she was interviewed about this. And she said that the turn where she says, like, like I can, only a mother can take it away, and like her poem, she was saying that she doesn't hate Vladimir Putin because she herself has been through some dark times and thinks that she could also be a big dictator, and that the world is lucky that she got through those times. And it's like, literally, those are her words. So essentially saying, like, you guys are lucky that I fucking... I'm telling y'all right now in this room, every single person in here, you're lucky I made it through my shit. Otherwise, it'd be Mother Russia up in this bitch, and I'd be the leader. That's what she's saying. That's what she was saying. And it's wild to me, but she's got a kid, and or I think got kids, but at least I know she's got a kid. And it's just really condescending, and it's just really weird. It's just weird. Like... Am I alone here, or?
I mean, you wouldn't really make it worse, but
okay.
Even if Vladimir Putin was to listen to that, he'd be like, "You're stupid." That's not. He was born like that. Doesn't matter if his mom was there or not.
I was gonna say the part of the story.
Because there's been tons of like serial killers, rapists, and there's like a whole bunch of famous like terrible people who have had, present parents who weren't fucking, fucking them up in childhood, who just grew up to do terrible shit.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, and you're right. His thing is
nurture over nature goes only so far.
So his thing is that his father. I'm kind of blurry on the details, right? So his father. I believe his father made her give him up because he didn't want a kid, and it's just weird. We'd have to really Google it to really
So he had to go to an orphanage or something.
And he put it in the KGB at a really early age, at fucking 4 or some shit like that, and
Ambu Black Ops.
And I mean, yeah. So he never really felt anything from anybody. Because I was watching a podcast where they were telling the story full on about this. Ian looks like Ian's about to get the full scoopsies. Nobody wanted his ass, and that's unfortunate. But he got sent to the KGB, and that is what it is.
You don't have to invade another country for that, but
he can do what he wants.
He's doing him.
He's doing his own thing, and we should mind our business because it doesn't involve us. But I like how America.
Also, that break was brought to you by something else that we might have said earlier.
Nice.
You call me a Republican?
I don't know what it is.
Our moms are gay. I can't be a Republican.
There's gay Republicans.
You got me there.
Touche. I was thinking about this the other day, and I brought it up. I wanted to know, and I mean, I of course I could bring mine up, but I wanted to know from you guys, whoever can go first if you have one. People talk a lot about childhood crushes, right? It's like a big topic that people like to do when they're just talking. Childhood crush. If you want to bring up a childhood crush, that's totally fine. I wanted to know a childhood crush, like, or a teenage crush. I feel like people don't talk about that enough. Is their teenage crush, and then how far did that crush go for you?
Joe, if you'd start, because I have to think.
Reese, do you have? Because I would like to
I
hear.
gotta think about mine.
Okay, I mean, all right. So, for me, I can do both. Like childhood, it's a very basic. That's why, because when especially for guys or girls, it's like a very finite amount, and sometimes it's unique. But like for me, example, like obviously my childhood one would be, Kimberly, Pink Ranger, Power Rangers, very common, very. I mean, if I wanted to throw in some extras, like as a kid, like maybe like Kim Possible, Shiva from Kim Possible, like pretty much
Shiva.
all the girls from Totally Spy, yeah. I mean, cartoon wise, like, but that's like as a child, and like obviously as a child you just have those crushes. Like it means nothing. As a teenager, you're filled with hormones and you're so horny, it's ridiculous. Like at 13, it's stupid. And if you were watching Disney Channel at the ages of between 10 and 13, you knew about a show called Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. And I had a crush on a woman that people might think is called Brenda Song, but it was not Brenda Song. It was Ashley Tisdale, in fact, which played Maddie on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. She was the candy girl at the counter, candy counter girl, and
Originally.
that was her role through the whole show.
Was it?
Yeah, she was always candy counter girl.
I didn't watch too much of it, so I thought she did other shit later. But,
Always tried, never could succeed, never could get past that candy. She knew too much about candy. The managers were always like, "You're just too useful for us at the candy counter."
we can't promote.
Nobody knows
You
the differences
have to be
between
here.
Almond Joy and whatever the other coconut candy bars are than you. Nobody knows. Nobody can tell people that you can break a Kit Kat like you can. That's what they said to her.
Can't argue with facts.
so anyway, as a kid, like as a teenager, infatuated with her, and then she, in the show, if you remember, like Zach's all, that's his crush. He loves Maddie as his crush, and then eventually, like he has a daydream of her being like all about him and being his girlfriend, and then there's a point in the show where she is infatuated with him, but it's like for like one episode or two episodes, and it's kind of weird because she's essentially like 16, 17, and he's like 12. It's kind of weird.
A little weird.
But it gave me, 13-year-old Joe, 12-year-old Joe,
Such a hard dick.
such a hard dick. I mean, okay. I thought to myself, man, that means I could have a chance too. I also would be able to.
12-year-old Joe.
Yeah, if
for
I'm
sure.
at Ashley Tisdale, not knowing that Ashley Tisdale's actually like 20-something years old. And so for me, I took that crush as far as to Disney was hosting a contest at that time to, if you, hosted by Danimals, if you, yeah, I know, fucking Danimals, if you submitted through their Disney magazine, you had a chance to win a day in California with either Zach and Cody, Brenda Song, or Ashley Tisdale. And I would have dreams on dreams. I made my stepmom at the time go to 3 different Publixes.
We gotta get this pack of Danimals.
Oh no, it wasn't a pack. It was just a magazine that they.
Oh, it was
sold.
a mag.
It was just hosted by Danimals. Yeah,
I thought it was in the actual like packaging.
That
I
was
think
another one they
that
did.
was another one they did. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, it was wild of me to be like, we need to, like, I remember my stepmom being visibly like, oh, I mean, it's not here. I'm like, okay, well, there's more Publixes.
We can go to another Publix, bitch.
You stupid bitch.
Get it driving.
So yeah, I mean, I got and I made my submission, and I had dreams for weeks about being being Ashley Tisdale's boyfriend, and when I didn't like get picked, and when like the thing ended, I cried because because I didn't get to,
Wasn't picked?
and then I remember being so angry at Ashley Tisdale, and I was like, hey, who gives a stupid bitch, you slut, fucking, and just hating, and then that's how far I was able to like take that crush, way too far, in my opinion.
That is a little too far.
Yeah, I think so.
Even for childhood,
Yeah, I think so. I totally agree.
Most people would say you should have gotten some sort of participation trophy, but
yeah, for my sadness on not being able to see Ashley Tisdale in person. She was a good Disney star though. Like out of all of them, her and Brenda Song both really fucking stayed.
that's
London.
London
Tipton.
Tipton.
He had to look that up. He had to look that up.
I didn't get the actual name either. That's why I asked.
Everybody knows who Brenda Song is.
Apparently not me.
Nope.
Her name is London.
London Tipton.
Yeah.
In the show.
And if I was, well, in that scenario, if I had a crush, it would have been her for sure. But as far as childhood crush, TV shows, definitely would have been Penny from the Proud Family.
Really?
100%.
Really?
It's more or less the personality.
Of Penny?
Yeah.
That's what you liked about her?
What?
You didn't like the looks on her?
Well, I mean, obviously, you can't be attracted to somebody if you're not attracted to their looks. Personality and everything is the biggest plus.
The actress, the girl who voice acted her was pretty cute though, as well. She was a woman. She was see, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Kyla Pratt. Yeah, she was a fucking hot.
Oh. So yeah, Penny from Proud Family, her voice actor and her character.
That's a good way to jump in.
I'm alright with that. You kidding me?
So what about teenager? And how do you have a story? Do you have one? Even if you don't have one,
well, it was more or less
too far.
Well, it was more or less.
Or how far did you?
What do you mean?
Is there a crush that you took that you were able to
had more of an infatuation on?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
If you would put it on, no.
No.
As far as cartoon characters / actual, because I didn't watch a lot of. I mean, Raven. That's So Raven.
Man, that is interesting. Or they were juggernauts on the Disney Channel back then. Kyla Pratt.
If I had some sort of memory, I could go through other races, but I mean,
no, it's just
London, Asian,
right? I mean, I think maybe cartoon crushes is. I would say it's something we would do on another day, but it seems to be.
I
your
do
picks.
watch a lot of anime,
right? But you did pick a cartoon and a real person, so. But you didn't take it in, obviously there was no, you were just I really, and I mean, taking it too far could be I was, fucking jerking off. I'm sorry, trying to keep the F-bombs low.
I was pleasuring myself.
Yeah, I mean, some people would say that they, infatuated with it to a certain level, or, I usually use my story as a base because, I actually tried to, reach out to my crush.
So, how far did you take that? Were you just, attracted to her and...
That was it?
Did a little bit of that?
Did a little bit, yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, I didn't go anything further on that or anything
Well, I think you're a good guy.
Oh, yeah, it feels like that's a good guy. Let's calm down there. That feels like that was just more of a normal reaction.
Reese, what do you got?
Yeah, so, when I was a kid...
Do you want to get on camera for this one? Go ahead and you can lean into the mic if you want. I don't know. You should be fine, though.
Yeah. No.
Don't fucking touch it! Oh.
Yeah, okay, so my childhood crush was Shikamaru from Naruto.
Technically, he's Asian.
And then it was Asuma from Naruto, and then it was Kakashi from Naruto. So I kind of like just, progressed
like
down
Asian
the
guys.
line.
So that's your childhood and teenage then.
Childhood into teenage, but then once I got to teenage, there's this guy, Christopher Drew from Never Shout Never. Shouts out, Never Shout Never. He looks homeless now, so...
maybe not, before
Yeah.
and after.
Yeah. I might not put the after up.
You should.
I'd fuck him.
But what about after?
What do you mean after?
What's he look like now? Oof. What? He doesn't look that bad.
Yeah.
Is that him now, right there? Or is that one right there?
It's both of them.
He looks fine.
The one on the right isn't more him, it's more of the one on the left.
This one here?
Mm-hmm.
He looks fine.
Well, that's not my type anymore.
I'd still fuck him.
I'd still fuck him.
So I followed him on everything. I made like 16 different accounts and followed him on everything. So I made like 16 different emails. And
Wow.
and so eventually he actually came to Florida because he was touring. And I obviously didn't have any money, so I couldn't like go see him, but I did go see him, so I went to where he was. It was like in, I don't know, Tampa or something, and I was just hanging out around like everywhere, all over Tampa at the time, and just trying to see like, if I could.
If he might have possibly been at this place.
Yeah. And I did wind up seeing him at a restaurant.
Were you eating at this restaurant, or did you just go to this restaurant?
She just walked in and was like, "No, somebody's here. I'm meeting somebody here," and looked at all the tables until you found him.
Kind of. I was actually just kind of getting hungry at the time, so I was actually looking for food, but I was still looking for him at the same time. So I think I got some like fries there because, like I said, I was a teenager, so I was pretty broke. But yeah, and I saw him there, and I sat like fairly close. I mean, I didn't say anything. Nobody was around him either. I totally could have said something, but I didn't. Shouts out Christopher.
Shouts out Christopher.
She's like, and then I poisoned his food so that way he would eat my help, but I didn't know where he was staying afterwards. So I don't know what is. I don't know. Maybe I could be the reason he looks the way he looks, but. And then after I saw him,
My whole thing is that whole like stocky fangirl.
oh yeah, I think that's okay though for that age. I mean, that makes me miss like the 90s and like early 2000s. It was like a thing for like girls and like guys to like. So it's not okay for guys to do it, but girls to like go.
Why isn't it okay for guys to do it?
Because it's stalking.
It's sexist.
Yeah,
It is kind of sexist, yeah.
it's fine. Yeah,
But it gets a little weird.
It's fine. You can't do that if you're a guy. You can't. It's period. Like,
It's a little weird because sometimes guys get like possessive, and it's like, if I can't have you, nobody
Yeah,
can.
it's much
Whereas,
weirder.
I'm
Also,
not saying
buddy,
all, I'm not saying all.
listen, we can say this on our podcast. I don't give a fuck who you are as those guys. Unless that woman has a gun, those guys are weird if they're like, whoa, man, I don't like that this woman's like being all over. It's like,
Yeah.
you could just, like, not that you should.
Yeah.
So what he's saying is men and women aren't equal.
No.
Unfortunately not, but, it is what it is. This, as Childish Gambino once said, this is America. Don't get you slipping up.
I mean, if Christopher sees this, he might not have the same opinion of seeing us soon, but
That's alright.
boy howdy, I hope I see you soon.
That is.
I know you have a kid, I saw it on the pictures, but
Depending on what he's doing, he might hit up Reese. I mean, I don't know. But...
Joker.
Why didn't you say Joelberg? Well, that's adult. Oh,
That's
do we
adult.
do adult crushes? Do we do... Do we
I
do
don't
a,
wanna.
do we do Adult Crushes next? It doesn't. I mean, do we do Adult Crushes next episode
We should do it next episode.
of
Let us
Adult
know in the
Crushes?
comments.
We can bring it up.
Let
us know.
Let us know. We'll write it down. But Adult Crushes.
Do you want to see that? Essentially, because like.
Because we can tell you some. I think as adult, our crushes are a little bit more fucking.
Yeah, but they couldn't comment and let us know because we couldn't see him right now. So, next time we record, you want to see who our adult like famous crushes are on, or not famous, but
And
like,
hear us
you
get
know,
into it. I mean, we'll get into it. Oh, we'll get into it.
TV series or what'd you call it? TV show?
Get real fucking deep into that shit.
Shout out Joelberg.
Okay, everybody knows that Reese's is gonna be Joelberg.
So we're gonna transition into Joe's jokes.
No, you don't need to do that. All right, so we're just about done wrapping up here. I really hope our editing is able to make that work.
See how it works.
Yeah, and that is your vibe, and I appreciate you for that. So we like we said, we have a lot of segments that we're gonna be bringing in the future. So we're gonna end with a new segment called
Joe's jokes.
Don't ever take my stage light again. Don't ever take my stage light in my fucking timing again. Ever. Like, what the fuck was that? Hold on.
It's called a spotlight.
Yeah.
It's called a spotlight.
No, it's called a stage light.
It's called.
And it was on me, motherfucker.
It's called I'll beat the fuck out of you. Get on with your fucking joke.
It's our new segment. We're going to end with a quick new segment called Joe Tries a Joke.
I thought Joe's jokes.
Which one do you guys think? We'll
Joe's
workshop
jokes.
let's literally workshop it live right here.
Rolls
So
off
that's
the
one.
tongue.
Joe's jokes or Joe Tries a Joke.
Let us know in the comments.
Okay, we'll leave it at that at this point.
Any and all of you.
And then we'll come back to it on the next one for the title. It's honestly a lot harder than I thought it would be to be able to like open up and try to tell a joke, but it's the game, baby. That's the game. I hate working at jobs that require key cards. I don't know if I said this joke to you.
Nope.
I hate working at jobs that require key cards. It's just because it makes me feel like they're just not going to remember me anymore at some point. You know what I mean? Like that's all it takes. It's like every day on a daily basis. It's like, hey Joe, good to see you. How was your weekend? Good vacation? How was the family? And then one day I come in and who the fuck are you and where's Joe? Where is he? So that's a joke I wrote about working at a place that requires key cards. And I hope you like that joke, and I hope you like that segment. And, I have a couple of jokes. I'll just, I'll
Rattle off one more.
One more?
We got time for one more. We definitely have time for one more.
It never goes well when you do one more. Never goes well.
I mean, the first one was pretty bad, but let's go.
All right. I'll do the workshop word version of this one that you guys have heard. Meter maids, huh? How about that job? Right? Fucking suck at it. You ever seen those things? Filthy. So fucking stupid. Sorry.
That was better than
I'm
the
sorry.
first one.
I'm sorry, everybody. I'll work on it. All right, guys.
God damn, if I don't love stupid jokes.
Yeah, that was, I'm working on it. I'm not good at working. I'm not good at small jokes that take like 45 seconds. I'm really working on it.
Meter maids.
I think my whole comedy is just going to be based on meter maids. I think at this point. Thank you, everybody, for if you watch this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please share it with your friends. Watch it with your friends.
Share it to people you hate.
Comment, subscribe, especially share it to people you hate because they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?"
And especially because, like, if you're sharing it to the people you hate, I just want to say to those people, fuck you.
And also to
Bleep you.
Also to those people, like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, and then please SuperSour JIR, SuperSour, all social medias. If you can't find us on SuperSour JIR is what you look at. JIR, sorry, is what you look after that. So thank you, Reese, again for helping us out and being a part of this. Thank you, Ian, for being here again. I love you, bud.
Thank you, Joe, for stuff.
You mean stuff?
Stuff.
And thank you guys for being.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. And
If you made it through all of this, honestly.
thank you for just
Thank you.
Thank you for just if you watched it, you're just a shithead like us. So I appreciate you. And thank you, SuperSour. Come on, man. SuperSour. We'll be back next week.